Very dark man. They will talk say they use very dark man do case study.
Man of the moment.
Man of the moment, to be honest. So as of last week, we did an episode last week that if you've not watched it, go straight to our channel and watch it.
Make sure you tap in, bro.
Tap in and don't forget to subscribe now. What are we doing? Subscribe. But in our last episode, we talked about very dark man and the things that surround him with the Falanas. And funny enough, as at the time we were shooting last week, none of this had happened. Only for yesterday for them to hit very dark man with a 500 slam. They slapped him with a 500 million naira lawsuit, and it was asked to pay by the judge 500 million naira. But before we do that, let's hear it for ourselves.
Court slams very dark man 500 million naira fine. The Lagos State High Court has ordered social media critic Martin Ose, popularly known as Very Dark Man, to delete defamatory statements and videos concerning prominent lawyer and human rights advocate Femi Falana and his son Folarin Falana, popularly known as Falz. Justice M.O. Idowu, presiding over the case, also fined Very Dark Man 500 million naira for libel and instructed him to compensate the Falanas for damages. The court's decision followed a series of posts made by Very Dark Man on September 24, 2024, in which he linked the Falanas to controversial Nigerian personality Bobrisky. Justice Idowu stated that the comments were defamatory and injurious to Falana and his son's public reputations. Femi Falana and Falz argued that the claims had no basis in truth and were created to tarnish their standing.
The case had no basis in truth and was created to slander their name, right? That's what we just said.
Yes.
I think just to refresh our memory, we need to go back and listen to what Very Dark Man actually said. I think that's just fair, don't you think? All right, let's listen to what Very Dark Man actually said on that, so we can use that. We can just go word for word what Very Dark Man said without putting in anybody's words or anything.
Best female dress. You saw that video, Abby? That he gave me best female dress.
Yes,
that's when the old things. That's when the old things started from. Jealousy, everything.
Envy.
So we shall got to court. I shall told them that I'm guilty. That maybe court will even pity me or say, oh yeah, pay fine.
I know.
Or community service. Sadly, the court sentenced me. So, I was on my way to the prison. Then my godfather called me and said, you will not enter that prison, don't worry. Let me make arrangements for an apartment close to the prison. That is going to call the controller that's overall in Nigeria, in Abuja, and I will talk to them. They shall talk before I come back. They now took me to one apartment that I must not come out till I finish my sentence. That the Oga said they should come out. The Oga said they should come and keep me here. That I mustn't go enter data, but nobody should know that I'm not there.
Yes.
So they said the guy will collect money. They wanted to give them 7.
Wait. Who is this Bobrisky's godfather that called the Controller General of Prison in Abuja and instructed him that he should not let Bobrisky to enter prison? And the Controller General of Prison now gave Bobrisky an apartment outside the prison. Do you understand? An apartment outside the prison that he should stay there and he will not enter the prison. So Bobrisky didn't go to prison, obviously. Basically, the prison obviously is for the poor men and for the poor masses. So this is how the EFCC come and lie to us. Say they don't probe somebody, they don't arrest one big man for financial crime. But they go no go arrest the man, they no go sentence him or carry him. Go give him one lodge somewhere and he no go enter prison. This is what is going on in Nigeria. Do you understand? The law is only against the common and the poor men. Now only poor man they go prison. But Bobrisky, one godfather somewhere, that godfather you go come out. And the controller of prisons, the controller general of prisons, you have to come out and defend this. If not, I will continue rubbishing your name online, the controller general of prisons. So this is how they call you to remove prisoners. After the court have sentenced the prisoner, you will remove them. But that's not all. Let's continue.
Like millionaire, I had to call Elele again because there's nobody for me to call. Elele um gave me 2 million, the balance of 2 million. So now I'm supposed to come out in what's it called? Ending of July next month,
Okay.
29th. Bad guy. His father is a son. So first reach out to me. His father spoke to me. His father said we can apply for pardon.
Did you hear what he just said? Did you hear what Bobrisky just said?
Exactly. He just said his father reached out to him.
His father spoke to me. Let's continue.
Okay.
That pardon the president because you know it's
Wait, Falz the bad guy.
I want us, before Very Dark Man talk, I want us to go back again and listen to what this guy just said now. He said, Falz reached out to me. I think.
so first reach out to me. His father spoke to me. His father said we can apply for pardon.
Falz reached out to me. Falz spoke to me. His father spoke to me. We can apply for pardon. I just want us to just get a concept. It's like we all know what we've heard before. I just want us to get an idea of what we are really talking about, because we can see here on social media that is like amnesia they worry Nigerians.
It's like
Nigerians will they quickly forget one or two things. We don't
want to brainwash us.
we want to
for
brainwash
something that
us
is
on
online.
something that is online that
It's
we can see.
literally there.
But let's continue.
Okay.
That pardon the president because you know it's
Wait, Falz the bad guy. I can't even believe this. Falz the bad guy contacted Bobrisky.
First off, he said, I can't even believe this. So Falz the bad guy contacted Bobrisky.
Exactly.
I want us to follow every single word he's saying.
So first reach out to me. His father spoke to me. His father said we can apply for pardon.
Okay.
That pardon the president because you know it's
Wait, Falz the bad guy. I can't even believe this. Falz the bad guy contacted Bobrisky. And Femi Falana contacted his father, and his father, Femi Falana, spoke to Bobrisky in order to divert justice. And this same Falz, if this story is true, this same Falz, we have the audacity to come out and say it's
If this story is true,
fighting against the government for oppression, that he wants justice, he wants Nigeria to be better. So that like this, you dey carry yourself. I don't even want to believe that Femi Falana will bring himself down to this level.
I don't even want to believe that Femi Falana will bring himself down to this level.
A whole Femi Falana, where be Fela lawyer, where we respect. Femi Falana will engage himself in something like this. Wait, what is the relationship between Falz and Bobrisky? Abi Falz said they do.
They do. All right. If we're going to talk about this, there's still more to this whole thing, but just to save time, we all know what we heard. So, you go ahead. Like, what do you think about this whole thing?
I just feel, first of all, I'll say, okay, since this I want to do it, Very Dark Man should do fake transfer for Femi Falana. Since if they say, if court order say, go and do this, they will do another thing. Or since they say court ordered Bobrisky to go to jail, instead they put him inside apartment. Very Dark Man said should send fake transfer. Let us be running mad in this because it does not make any sense. How would a huge expose come out like this? And the person that is being prosecuted here is the messenger.
How?
To an extent, if you are someone that is really, really devoted into like the going forward of this country,
Yeah.
And as much as Falz and his father claim to be,
Yeah.
if you are that much interested in we going for, when there's injustice, we get, even if he defamed you or you feel like he has insulted you, he has rubbish you, there is still like I still feel like there's still where you still put a balance to it or put a pause. Maybe I'm not using the right word.
Tamper justice with Messi.
Tamper justice with Messi. Because at this point now, you are now heading for the guy. His head chopper. Because 500M. No be small money. 500M.
500M.
$500 million.
Go ahead.
No, that's how much you say very dark man should pay. If he can't pay it, then you're
obviously he has. I think he has to go to jail. I don't know. But it seems like
if you can't pay it, you cannot go scot free.
You can't go scot free. You can't just
go to.
There has to be a repercussion for you.
Now, if he
it.
cannot pay, he does otherwise. That's the end of the whole. Or Shea Fowles want to say he's going to now take over from very dark man and say he want to go after Bobrisky.
It's so much painful. There's so much pain in this whole thing that is going on. There's so much hurt in this whole thing that is going on that I don't understand how, like what you just said now.
Yeah.
If what you're going for, you've always said it that you try to go for the justice of Nigeria, try to help Nigeria move forward. How is it that such a big expose come out? Like what you guys are claiming, what you guys claim is that he defamed you.
Yes.
Right? That's your claim. He defamed you. So why is it that you're not going against the person that made that voice, that said that thing in that voice note? Or are you trying to also tell us that you believe that that voice note is fake, is AI? And if you say you believe it's AI, then Fowles and Mr. Falano, come on. None of us here are kids. None of us here are stupid. We know what Bobrisky sound like. We know this is not AI. We know this is if it might not
and
come
to now,
from legitimate
okay, to now bust your brain is that is AI, but Fowles admitted after the thing came out. He admitted in a statement he wrote
he had a conversation with Bobrisky. So there was a conversation with you and Bobrisky, and there's now a voice note that is coming out that is now proving that Bobrisky is saying that he had that conversation. How is it that you're going against the person that is analyzing what he heard? He has a right to interpret what he sees or what he feels about that conversation. He never said to you directly that you did it. He said, Abi, or is this what is going on? You might be offended that he said,
I don't want to believe.
I don't want to. Or you might be offended that he said, Abi, you are Gabriel, or whatever way he put it. And if in that case you are right. But didn't this guy still apologize? He made a whole YouTube video apologizing to your father. And when they called him and Bobrisky to court, not to the House of Assemblies to address this whole issue, Bobrisky did not show up. He showed up and he still apologized to you and your father. Sir, I want to put respect in this whole thing. I don't want to. Do you feel like the way you are going about this, do you feel like it's leaving a good taste in the Nigerians, the people you are trying to change that perception of? Do you feel like we, the commoners, we, the people that are suffering in this country, that you are trying to fight for, do you feel like we are happy seeing what is going on? Nobody disrespects you. Nobody thinks less of you as a man. Nobody thinks less of your son. But if an accusation was made, why don't you go against the person that made the statement directly? Why didn't you say that is a very false statement coming from Bobrisky? Me and Bobrisky never had any conversation like that. Myself and Bobrisky did not do anything like that. And leave it at that. Then now also address very dark man. Let him apologize. Which, sir, he did. Very dark man apologized. Now, we have now left an expose that is going into the corruption that we all know is happening.
Exactly.
We all in our deep down inside our soul.
About
You have many times. You sang "This Is Nigeria." Fowles, should we remind you what the songs that you sing, the things that you tell us that you are fighting?
Mr. Yakubu is about corruption.
Are you telling us that if we want to have a conversation about this, we cannot now have a conversation with you, Fowles? Is this sound hypocrites? Come on now. Is this the precedent you are trying to set in this country, that when anybody says anything that we don't agree with, as long as we are going against the rich and powerful? Because you have to realize here that you are the rich and powerful. Very dark man is not the rich and powerful. You are the rich and powerful. You are the ones with the connection. And when you are going about this, it doesn't feel right in our soul. It doesn't hit us right here. It doesn't make us feel good that you are doing the way you are doing. And it hurts us as Nigerians
I swear.
that actually want the betterment of our country, to know the things that is going on in this country, to not see somebody of your caliber and someone of your reputation go against somebody that dropped an expensive expose about something so crazy and something so indicative of what is going on in this country, and then the next move that you want to make is to say, no, shut up your mouth, don't say anything again, because all this is showing to us is to silence him. How is it that we've gone away from a conversation about the corruption that is going on in the system to about Bobrisky, to about Very Dark Man and the Falanos? How is it that this is not a conversation about the two of you, when this whole conversation wasn't even centered around you people? This conversation was not centered around you. Were just a side piece that came up, and even the side piece that came up, you could have just easily said that is a lie. Very Dark Man don't sit, and if Very Dark Man had continued to reiterate on that same allegation and continue to say, no, you people are the ones, then you people have every right in this world to sue him to court and take him wherever you want to take him. But he apologized on several occasions. And you decided that no, that is not good enough for you. We want to exercise how much of lawyers we are. It's all good. But let it just be known that while on our way to fight for something,
You stopped it.
you people are in a way an hindrance, because there is nobody like Very Dark Man. This is coming from people that don't like Very Dark Man. All of us sitting down here don't like this guy for shit. We don't like him.
We have our fair share
I don't like him. I have my own fair share of disagreement with Very Dark Man. But when Very Dark Man is saying something that is accurate, something that actually has to affect every single one of us, all of us as Nigerians need to put our bias away and actually follow and understand what is going on. Bias has to be taken away from this whole conversation, because if nothing is done, this country is going to hell. The last episode we made, we talked about how
country is already in hell.
We talked about what was going on with the other lady, and we see how people are just being oppressed every now and again. Very Dark Man is not a perfect human being. Sometimes he talks as if he doesn't have sense. I will be the first person to say that. Sometimes this guy talks like he no get sense. He just opened his mouth, like wow. But at the same time, still, we can see the intent in what he's trying to do. This one, he affects all of us as Nigerians. And all of us need to stand up and say something. If it's to plead to you to please drop the case, please drop the case. Let us forget about this whole thing. Very Dark Man would apologize. He has apologized. You want him to apologize again? He would apologize again. Let us, sir, on his own behalf, self. We will be Nigerian youths where they suffer from this country.
Begging.
I beg, just drop this case. It doesn't make any sense. We don't need it. What we need to talk about is the issue on ground. There is an inherent corruption in this country that is eating down to our very fabric, that is killing us every single day. And people are no longer having the right to speak up. The one thing that we have in this country is our voice. Nowadays, we don't have that anymore. Please, let's not let petty things like this come in the way. Let's not let petty things, because the moment you silence this guy, it's gone, it's finished. Because somehow we've left a whole conversation about something so crazy. Someone was sentenced to jail. He didn't go to serve his time. Instead, it was in an apartment, allegedly. Let him come out and prove that this is a lie. Why didn't he come out? Exactly. When he was asked to come out and prove it's a lie, why didn't he come out? He gave us a flimsy excuse of he was sick. And you feel like it's okay for you to be on the same side, or to somehow look like you're on the same side with this. It hurts us very much.
You don't feel like that is tarnishing your image. Same image that you're trying to protect. You don't feel like being on the same side with Bobrisky is tarnishing your image.
It's paining us in our soul, deep down inside our body. They pain us. If you don't understand, the hungry man, we will get anything. Our papa no be anything. We don't leave anything for us. We will struggle every day. We will come for this country. We never see anything chop. We dey suffer every day for this country. We know where this country they go. This country no they go anywhere. But they try small. We try rectify one or two things. Then when they come, they try disarray everything. They try throw it and go another corner. One person will get boldness to talk, because he talk at you don't like the way he talk at you. You feel like saying no, the best way to go about this. Now be this. Please tamper justice with mercy. There's so much we can continue going on and on about this, but there's no time. We need to move to the next topic. Or let this not be what we are doing.